If you look closely at how a single firm operates, you'll see that the production process usually splits into separate steps. This is the core of the division of labor. To get full marks on a definition question, Cambridge requires two specific details. First, you must state that the production process is broken down into separate tasks. Second, you have to mention that different workers specialize in repeating just one of those tasks. It is easy to lose a mark here by vaguely describing people working together. General teamwork is not enough. The focus must be on the repetitive nature of the specific task. Division of labor isolates a single action. By repeating it constantly, the worker gains specialized speed, which allows the firm to produce more output in a day than if workers were switching between different jobs. Let's look at how specialization changes productivity in a car wash. Before specialization, each of these 3 workers washed 5 cars a day. After specialization, the 3 workers wash a total of 30 cars a day. If you are asked to calculate the percentage increase in productivity, do not look at the total output. Many candidates see output rise from 5 to 30 and guess a 600% increase. But productivity is measured per worker. Divide the new 30-car total by the 3 workers to get 10 cars per worker. Because the individual worker's output goes from 5 cars up to 10 cars, their productivity has exactly doubled, making it a 100% increase. There is also a frequent trap regarding costs. When a firm uses the division of labor to mechanize production and buy new machines, the upfront spending increases their total costs. However, because the new process is so much faster, the firm produces significantly more units. This means the cost per unit, the average cost, actually falls. While efficiency improves, the individual worker is left performing the same motion over and over. As a result, worker motivation will decrease. For Paper 1, remember this. Mechanization typically means total costs go up, but average costs drop due to the massive boost in units produced. This flowchart maps out a 6-mark analysis answer. When workers specialize in what they do best, they save time and make fewer mistakes. Because they aren't switching between tools, they reduce waste and speed up the production line. Because the tasks are simplified, the firm spends far less on training. These simple, repetitive tasks also make it much easier to eventually replace human labor with specialized machinery. These combined efficiencies allow the firm to produce a much higher output with fewer resources, causing their average costs to fall. Because the firm is now producing each unit for less, they can afford to lower their prices. This often leads to a higher volume of sales, which, combined with that new efficiency, drives the firm's total profits higher. To get those analysis marks, always bridge the gap between the worker's initial physical action and the firm's final financial gain. Now, let's evaluate the impact on the workers. There are clear benefits. Because the task is narrow, workers can be trained quickly and gain confidence fast. If their higher productivity is valuable to the firm, it can even lead to higher wages. But the negative side of the scale is heavy. Repeating the same minor task every day leads to extreme boredom, which damages a worker's motivation and sense of purpose. It also limits their skill set, leading to what economists call occupational immobility. Because these workers only know one small part of the process, they become highly vulnerable if a machine eventually replaces their specific job. While the firm gains efficiency, the worker faces a trade-off, a job that is easy to learn today, but leaves them with fewer skills for the future. Remember the 2 biggest traps. Total cost and average cost do not always move in the same direction. And if a question asks about the division of labor, focus on workers inside a firm, not on countries trading internationally. Support that journey further. Connect with Fundoo Tutor for expert one-to-one guidance tailored to your child's learning needs. Mastering these logical bridges and algebraic shortcuts is what transforms a standard exam performance into an A-star result.